at the top. Little bitch gon' get me top. Then it's right back to the squad. Louis luggage, marijuana nuggets, coconuts a rock. Tommy boxes on my nuts.
Hello everyone, my name is Viper and welcome to a new video on my channel. In this new video, I'm going to show you how you can increase the FPS or the performance in Dofus. We will start off by taking a look inside the game. You can open your menu and you can go to performance. In performance, you should use anti-aliasing on none. You should use force CPU rendering should be on. The rest you can disable this option, this option. This option can be disabled as well. This option can be on. This option should be off, off, on. I prefer full screen mode. You can play without it. It's up to you. In fight, everything should be off. You can also use classic font. Just preference. A world render, everything off. Everything off. On menu, there's nothing here that will change your performance. Once you go to features, I advise you to go down, and on overview, you don't need nothing here. You don't need nothing of this on, because it kind of affects your gameplay and makes your turns a bit slower, but it also helps you with a preview of things. But if you know what your spells do, you can leave everything of this off, and this is simply what you need the most. Now we will go into a kind of an important part, which is the cache. I kind of advise you to clear the cache once every 30 minutes in Dofus. And if you haven't done it for like a month or two, I advise you to completely clear the cache. It will reset all your options, but it's really nice because it will make the game feel fresh from the beginning. And it will clear completely the cache from everything you have onto Dofus. And that's basically it on the client. Now we will move on onto the desktop or onto the PC. Now onto the desktop, you can go back to your Discord and you go down onto advanced. I feel like it's on advanced. There we go. And in advanced, in app settings advanced, you should disable hardware acceleration, as this takes and this makes the Discord use more of your GPU. And it also makes Dofus less smoother because Discord is taking up more RAM and more usage out of your computer, reducing its FPSs. Now back onto your desktop, I advise you to go to search bar. You type system. My computer is in Portuguese, but this will work. If it's not system in your language, just type it. If it's not like system in your language, just type it in your language. For example, in my language, it's sistema. So you just click on system. It will pop up this ad. You can see all the information about your computer. I use Windows 11. On Windows 10 is a bit different, but this should work as well. You go to advanced definitions of your system. And this window should pop up. You go to definitions of performance, definitions, and you should put everything. You should just select this option, apply, and OK. Already selected it. You can just do apply, OK. I just need this saved. There we go. Then the next thing you should get is, without a doubt, this program right here, Quick CPU. This will help your computer really a lot. You basically click on Quick CPU. You will open it. I'll show you what to do on Quick CPU. As you're gonna see here, everything about your computer, your power plan, if it's plugged in or not, your CPU, your GPU, everything will be here in graphics. And I advise you to, every time you start Dofus, you should open Quick CPU. This will not be here. The core parking, the frequency scaling, the turbo boost, and the performance will not be set like this. So you should put everything at 100% and you should apply it. You should also put the maximum or the Quick CPU scheme and activate it. You can also use the memory and check if your computer is using all your memory, because that's what Dofus uses the most, which is the RAM. or you can go to advanced CPU settings. On here, I'm not gonna tell you to mess around here if you don't know. If you don't know, you can just use what I told you before. But if you know how to mess around the turbo limits and the ratios and the core overclocks, you should mess around it. It's up to you. I will not tell much about this because I don't want to fry your PCs. That's it for the quick CPU. Your screen, as you can see, my screen is 1920 by 1080, which is the maximum quality on my screen. But if you want more FPS on Dofus, I assure you, if you like lower your resolution, you'll get more FPS. This is pretty simple. I don't see anyone doing it, which is a bit odd, but the lower your resolution is, the more FPS you'll get. Of course, the quality will be worse, but I mean, Dofus it's not a game that requires a lot of quality, you know, unless of course you want to play with quality, you play with quality. But the lower you lower your resolution, the higher FPS you'll get. It actually makes a huge impact if you play in full screen, especially in full screen. I always advise people to play in full screen and lower the resolution. So this is another tip that will get your FPS very, very, very high. Another tip I have is going onto the search engine. You type system. I'm pretty sure it's either system or it's config. Yeah, it's system config. You can use this. It depends on what is on your computer, but search for system configuration or configuration of the system, something like this, and you'll go on to startup. This will be startup. You go to advanced options and you click on processed number of cores, basically number of cores, and you put it to 8. Always put it to 8. This is all you need to do. Then you do apply and OK. It will say to restart your computer. We will not restart it now. There's a lot of other options you can use. You can use percentage temp and open this case, which you can and you should delete all the temporary items on this case, on this folder. You just click delete, continue, and it will delete. The ones that you cannot delete, just ignore them. There we go. This is all you need to do as well. This will basically free up space from your computer, not letting it use a lot of stuff. Another trick that I'll tell you is open your task manager, go to details, search for Dofus by clicking D. Dofus, right click it, define the priority and put it high. Set it to high, change priority. This will make it so your system is putting more RAM, more usage of the CPU onto Dofus. Currently Dofus is using 1.5. Basically, I don't know, I think it's whatever. It's using a lot of memory onto Dofus, which is nice because that's what Dofus requires. It requires a lot of memory, a lot of CPU usage. Next, you can go onto your Ankama launcher. You'll go onto the settings of your Ankama launcher. You go to performance and you put it low quality. Everything low quality. You can put it that you can use a lot of bandwidth usage for easier for downloads, but you turn off any animations, turn off carousel videos, turn off everything. Everything here you should turn it off. Then on general you can put also small uses less. Then you'll go onto you'll go on to game options, and on game options in general you should put it into 64 bits or 32 bits. As far as I know, 64 bits gives you more usage because Dofus is an old game, so the new graphics mostly use 64 bits. So if you put that the game uses 64 bits, Dofus will actually get better performance from your graphics card, from your CPU. I'm not a really good guy at this, but as far as I know from testing, 64 bits to me gives me more FPS. But if 32 bits gives you more FPS to you, use 32 bits. It's all up to you. And that is it. There is nothing more I can tell you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Once again, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It's a really simple video. I didn't want it to make it complicated. Really cool tutorial. Tell me in the comments below if it helped you on your FPSs. There's not much you should know about Dofus. There's not much ways to upgrade it or update it or boost it. But this, at least for me, helped me a lot. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.